Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Let me pull my hair down because I'm wearing headphones and it's probably prone to go up. Wow. Hey, welcome to IMO Reviews. Hey. Here's my opinion on the 2015 film Last Girl Standing. Frack, man, I loved it. I really, really liked it. I got a bunch of notes here, that I need to read off. But yeah, now that I've come to the final frame, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to have all the actors or actresses' names, which I may put down below. Wow. Let me just tell you this. Imagine a film sequel where you see a tortured protagonist. I can't even say the freaking word. Sally Hardesty of Chainsaw and Nancy of Nightmare on Elm Street. I got them all here. And Christy from Hellraiser, and Laurie from Halloween, and Sydney from Scream. Imagine a pseudo-sequel away from the main movie of how that horror that they just endured affected their life. And watching them taking one step into their life and seeing how they deal with it and getting back into the workplace, that is pretty much what this film is. Apart from going to a psychiatrist, apart from going to some kind of a management thing having to deal with a crime, that's kind of what Last Girl Standing is all about. There's this girl who we find out in the very beginning has an experience very similar to all those. She possibly, I'll just say that, possibly, shoot the antennae, kills the murderer who murdered all her people, her friends. And she is now living the life as little as she can, as, someone in a laundromat who is cleaning other people's clothes and actually makes a connection to a new group of people, a new group of friends, which in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, they're all going to die. Something's going to happen. Either it was reality, or either she's going through some weird psychological shock where she decides to kill all these people. So that's all in your mind. But it goes on. It goes on very realistically. I want to say that there are some realistically horror movies out there that I really love. It's a very independent, low budget film on the likes of The boy. The boy. Not the one with the damn mannequin. The one with the damn mannequin is stupid. It's horror. It's terrible. It's terrible. If you like if you like the boy that has the mannequin, and the guy living in you're an idiot. Guys, I'm sorry, maybe you're not an idiot. Look up the other movie called The Boy, which is about a boy who is father of someone who runs a little motel out in the middle of nowhere and slowly becomes a serial killer. That's a 5-star movie. That's what you should see. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of people who've never seen that movie, and you really should watch it. It's such a superior movie. Other independent films I was trying to say is Red, White, and Blue. Red, White, and Blue. Oh my God, what an amazing film. And low pesos budget. I'm not going to say anything about it. Starry Eyes is another one that is probably out of those three is the most seen. But gosh, Starry Eyes is amazing. And then, of course, for comedic tones, there is The Final Girls, not The Final Girl, which is garbage. It's garbage. The Final Girl is garbage. Watch The Final Girls is brilliant. An amazing, thought out film. But anyway, we're talking about Last Girl Standing. Like I said, imagine a story of the day after Sally Hardesty had to deal with Leatherface and the Sawyer clan. Let's imagine a day after Nancy had to deal with Freddy, in A Nightmare on Elm Street, and what her life would be. Imagine a day after, although I can't say Laurie Strode because we did have Halloween 2, which took place right after that. But Scream, even though Scream had Sydney, there was a period before she went off into the next year, and that character came back, that murderer came back. But what is the trauma? What is the trauma that happens to these final survivors that can really, really affect their mind and make their lives hideously horrible if they can't comprehend that horror that they just been dealt with. Which is why I go back to Sally Hardesty from the Chainsaw films. We've never seen what has happened to her character after that situation. Yeah, it's a very low independent film, which I love. And let me look at my notes. What I want to do. Her character, of course, with all characters dealing with trauma like that, are very distant. They have these visions. They're very almost predictable that they're going to have these visions with their friends, their new friends. Well, she works at a laundromat. She has gotten a job at a laundromat cleaning other people's clothes, and she had made friends with all the characters in this laundromat. And of course, it's very, like I said, it's very predictable, where you kind of have a feeling that since this is a horror movie, we're going to see all those people killed. And yeah, we do. And then it becomes kind of like well, did her killer survive? Or is this like a psychological thriller where she's the one killing everybody? We don't know. We never know until the very end, which I'm not going to give away. Okay, I'll just say this as my final thing is that there is some amazing acting in here of a psychological breakdown. Yeah, that's kind of all I'll say. Again, very reminiscent of The Boy, very reminiscent of Starry Eyes. Check out Last Girl Standing. I enjoyed it, man. This was a fun ride. It really was a fun ride to see where it's all going to go. Even though it might have been somewhat predictable, it wasn't, because other things kind of happen. Kind of like I said, as Starry Eyes is, where you're watching it and you're hooked, and then you go, I know where this is going, and it doesn't. It goes kind of another way. A la The Boy. Gosh, see The Boy. Rainn Wilson. Just type in on your Google thing, The Boy 19 or 2015 19. Rainn Wilson, and you'll find the version of the movie I'm talking about. Not that fucking dumb mannequin movie with the guy living in the walls. That's just garbage. And everybody loves that movie. Everybody loves that movie. Dudes, come on. If you're a true film fan, you're looking for the movies that are original, are different, are there's a lot of fantastic, really great shots in this flick, just like The Boy. And don't be spoon-fed by Hollywood. Search out and look around for those other smaller films, those smaller independent films, like Train to Busan, which probably nobody's ever heard of. Nobody's probably ever heard of this film. Yeah, check out Last Girl Standing, and there's my IMO. There's my IMO review. All right, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.